So I'm Steve Harrison. I'm with Vino Shipper. I've got a great title to talk to you here about, which is the no permits required. Not quite that straightforward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the issues that we see in the industry, and then how we sort of solve it, and then go on to some tips that we feel that wineries should do to let more people know about where they can or cannot ship. So everybody talks about the three-tier system. What we do is just to give a simple example in terms of selling it direct. Most people know this. There is actually a huge difference in the per bottle profit that you make if you sell it direct. I don't actually advocate just direct. I think using various, whether it's through distributors, direct, or other models, every winery should actually diversify just in case something goes wrong in the marketplace, so that you can protect your own business, really. But there's a huge difference, and that extra margin can be used on marketing, investment in the winery, many other projects. You can use it call for wine serving. So anyway, I just want to run through some of the issues that we look at. So first, who's from out of California? Great, that's good. So this sort of applies for everybody. So the winery gets this phone call and it's like, hey, I'd like to buy your wine. And so in that 5 seconds, you've now got to answer all this next set of questions. Can you say yes, or do you have to say no? We always sort of think the no is sort of anti-American. You know, we're a great consumer country, and so you shouldn't have to say no to somebody who sells them. But in that nanosecond that you've got to decide on this, these are the questions you have to answer. Can winery ship to the state? Do I have a license to go? Is the person 21? How much wine can I sell? Have they purchased my wine before? And then you keep going on. Have they purchased this month? Was it the last 30 days or the calendar month? If so, how much did they purchase? Because as many of you know, there's limits on what you can direct ship, whether it's a case, it's 2 cases, is it per month, is it annually? And so here we go. Have you purchased in the last calendar year, 12 months, as a quantity per person or per household? What will it cost to ship there? Because everybody wants to know what the shipping costs are. Are there dry counters in the state? This just makes it more confusing for certain states. Florida is one of those. Does my shipper go to that state? Do I have to charge sales tax? What rate of tax do I charge? And then if anybody ships into or sells into Louisiana, not only do you have the Louisiana state tax, you also and excise tax, you also have their parish taxes. And if you have actually registered in Louisiana, you then find that not every parish is represented by the same system, so you have to actually register with each parish within Louisiana. So it gets pretty confusing. So we're almost done in your little second while you're just trying to decide whether you can ship to them. Does the state require a permit? Does the permit need to go on the exterior of the package? What needs to be on the packing slip? Do I have to submit an electronic version of the invoice? So I lied about everything. Now you've got to actually report and think about your reporting. So, is it monthly, quarterly, or annual? Is there sales tax, excise tax? If there are no sales, do I have to actually send in a return? And how do I actually split my sales, because some of them are on the alcohol content? And more to the reporting, is it in liters, is it in gallons? When there's a report due, do I send copies? Do I have the right info, and is there a minimum payment amount? We actually have sent out 2 cents into Louisiana because they didn't have a limit. So it doesn't much matter how small it is, some states require it. So this is our sort of thought on the whole compliance issue. So this is a great picture, but this is about how most people look at it. So, how can partnering help? And this is where we came up with the concept for Vino Shipper.